My life has been a journey with the Lord from when I was a little kid. I could see the Lord just working in my life even as a youngster. I'm a little country girl. I was born in Cambridge, Maryland. We're really on a little road outside called Cordtown. And there was a little church, a little AME church that my family attended. And in those days, you went to church whether you wanted to or not, which was good. You know, kind of taken a slow journey with the Lord for many, many, many years. There have been a lot of things in my course of my life where I felt that it wasn't the Lord leading me, it was Jackie uh, doing her own thing. Even though He was in my life, I found a lot of times that I wasn't really adhering to, those things that He wanted me to do. So I did stray a little. He taught me a real lesson. I think that was more of His permissive will instead of His direct will for my life, because I learned a lot from that, and I grew up, and I can see where He used that for a lesson for me. But I know it was a tugging. It was like a tugging that was saying to me, "There's something missing. There's something missing," and I wasn't growing anymore. But I couldn't leave because these people were my family. I'd been there for almost, well, really over 40 years. And so it was like, this is home. And unfortunately, my mother went home to be with the Lord back in 2002. And before that time, even though I was really feeling like, it really wasn't where I wanted to be, I would never have dreamed of leaving as long as she was there, because she wouldn't have understood. So I stayed there that long. But then I finally, after her passing, decided that I'm going to step out. I don't know what else to do. I've had this gnawing feeling, and I know it's something that I need to do. And so I stepped out. I felt like Abraham, leaving my family, leaving everybody, and venturing out to something that I've never done before. So I started going to different churches to see if maybe this is where I was supposed to be. And it was, didn't feel any different. I just never, got a good feeling about any of them. And lo and behold, one Sunday morning, as I was lying in bed, listening to this other minister on the TV, I was flipping through the channels, and I saw this title that said Amazing Facts. And I like to learn new things. So I said, oh, let me see what this is all about. Yeah. Why don't we attend on the Sabbath? And I had thought about it before, but I never really delved into it. It just was a passing thing. I think I'm going to try that. So I got the telephone booked, and I looked up the different, and I said, whoa, there are more than I thought. There were like 15 Seventh-day Adventist churches in the Yellow Pages. So I decided that I would try a different one each Sabbath, each Saturday. So that's what I did, and I attended a few, and then I came to Chestnut Hill, and then I said, this is more about, what I want. I was looking for a mixed congregation, and I felt comfortable here. I know the first Sabbath that I was here was fellowship downstairs, and I was invited to join in, and I enjoyed myself. I mean, everyone treated me like I'd been there all along, and I went home and I told my sister, I said, guess where I've been? I've been to a Seventh-day Adventist church, and they treated me like I'd been there all along. I really enjoyed myself. I think that's where I'm going to settle. I would say that the most important thing for anyone that wants to be or calls himself a Christian, that's following Jesus Christ, and that wants to be in the will of the Lord, is to start from the beginning, confessing your sins, asking the Lord to come in, telling the Lord you can't do it without him, asking him to lead you and guide you any way that he sees fit. And be baptized. I want to be buried with the Lord in baptism and raised with him. And that's what I'm looking forward to on the Sabbath. I'm looking forward to going under and coming up. And I'm going to be praising the Lord and thanking the Lord that he allowed me to have this privilege to be baptized. Something that I've wanted for a long time. And now he's made it possible. And I thank God for that.